It reads like a crime thriller, but it's not fiction. The global spotlight has once again turned to BTS's Jungkook, not because of his music, not because of his record-breaking 7, but because of a shocking cybercrime that almost robbed him of millions. On August 22, 2025, Korean authorities confirmed that the mastermind of a sophisticated international hacking ring who attempted to steal HYBE shares belonging to Jungkook has finally been extradited from Thailand to South Korea. The heist, which prosecutors say involved nearly 8.4 billion won, approximately 6 million USD, worth of stocks, marks one of the most audacious attempts to exploit a global superstar's fortune. The crime itself was uncovered months ago when suspicious transactions linked to Jungkook's HYBE stock account triggered red flags. Investigators revealed that a group of hackers had orchestrated a high-level breach aimed specifically at BTS's youngest member, targeting his assets inside the entertainment giant HYBE. For fans, it was chilling, proof that even idols at the top of the world aren't safe from criminals who see them as golden targets. The ringleader, whose identity has not yet been publicly disclosed, was arrested in Thailand earlier this year. After months of legal back and forth, Thai courts approved his extradition. Today, he landed in Seoul under tight security, escorted by Korean officials. He now awaits interrogation and trial in what is expected to be a high-profile court case. The question fans can't stop asking, why Jungkook? Some experts believe hackers zeroed in on him not only because of his wealth, but also because of his position as one of the most influential solo artists in the world. With his HYBE shares and skyrocketing global popularity, Jungkook was an irresistible target. Quote, "Cybercriminals are always looking for celebrity accounts to exploit," a Korean cybersecurity analyst explained. In Jungkook's case, the stakes were higher, not just financially, but symbolically. Attacking BTS means global headlines. News of the extradition has ignited social media. Armies flooded Twitter/X and Weverse with hashtags like Protect Jungkook and Justice for Jungkook, expressing both outrage at the attempted theft and relief that the criminal will finally face Korean justice. Jungkook deserves to focus on music and his future, not worry about criminals targeting him, one fan posted. Another wrote, "They tried to steal from him, but no one can steal his spirit. We will always protect him." Authorities say the extradited hacker will undergo intense questioning over the coming weeks, and prosecutors plan to bring charges that could result in a long prison sentence. For Jungkook, however, life moves forward. Despite the shocking ordeal, the golden magnate continues to break records in music, sell out fashion items in minutes, and inspire millions worldwide. But this incident is a sobering reminder. The brighter the star, the bigger the shadow that tries to follow. Investigators say the plot against Jungkook wasn't some random cybercrime. It was carefully orchestrated. According to reports, the hackers studied HYBE's internal systems for months, tracing patterns in shareholder accounts. Jungkook's holdings, reportedly worth tens of millions, became a prime target. The attackers allegedly attempted to divert stock shares into fake overseas accounts before reselling them on the black market. But they underestimated one thing: the scale of BTS's fame. Financial watchdogs noticed the suspicious activity almost immediately because any unusual movement in BTS members' holdings sparks instant scrutiny. What could have been a silent theft turned into an international manhunt. When the ringleader was first arrested in Thailand earlier this year, the case captured media headlines across Asia. Would the Thai courts hand him over, or would the trial drag on for years? Fans anxiously followed every legal update. The thought that Jungkook's money he earned through blood, sweat, and years of sacrifice, had almost been stolen, left many armies feeling both protective and enraged. Finally, after months of negotiation, the decision was made. The hacker would be flown to Seoul under heavy guard. Korean media described the moment he landed at Incheon Airport, handcuffed, surrounded by officers, as the fall of a cyber kingpin. While Jungkook himself has not made a direct statement, fans wonder, how does it feel to know that strangers on the other side of the world were plotting to strip away your fortune? This isn't just about money. For Jungkook, who has always spoken about his desire to build a stable future for himself, his family, and BTS's legacy, the incident is deeply personal. He's given his entire youth to music, to fans, to BTS, one longtime ARMY shared in a Weverse post. To know that someone tried to take advantage of that, it hurts. It feels like they tried to rob not just him, but us too. The scandal also raises tough questions for HYBE. How could hackers come so close to stealing from one of their biggest shareholders? Industry experts suggest this case could force HYBE to strengthen its cybersecurity and shareholder protection systems. After all, if hackers could target Jungkook, what's stopping them from attempting to breach the accounts of other artists or executives? For HYBE, the message is clear. Protecting BTS isn't just about bodyguards and stage security anymore. In the digital age, the battlefield is online. The extradited hacker now faces a high-profile trial in Seoul. Prosecutors are expected to charge him under Korea's strict financial and cybercrime laws. If convicted, he could face decades in prison. But for fans, justice is only part of the story. The larger question remains: will Jungkook feel safe again? As armies rally with hashtags and online campaigns, the world is reminded of just how fiercely protective this fandom is. Jungkook may be the victim of a crime, but he is never alone. Millions stand with him, ready to defend not just his music, but his very right to live without fear. What makes this case even more extraordinary is how far its impact has spread. This wasn't a local financial scandal. It was a transnational crime, stretching from Seoul to Bangkok, involving fake accounts in multiple countries and alerting cybersecurity agencies across Asia and Europe. Interpol has even been reported to have shared intelligence during the investigation, underscoring just how big the case became once the victim's name, Jungkook of BTS, was revealed. The global media frenzy surrounding the extradition proves one thing: when you target BTS, the whole world is watching. Perhaps the most striking part of this entire ordeal has been Jungkook's silence. No Weverse post, no Instagram story, no official comment. And yet, fans read volumes into that silence. To many, it's a reflection of his resilience, a quiet determination not to let criminals steal his focus. Instead of addressing the chaos, he lets his music and artistry do the talking. Jungkook doesn't owe anyone an explanation, one ARMY wrote on X. His strength is his silence. He knows we're here, protecting him. The contrast is stark. While the hacker is dragged across borders in handcuffs, Jungkook is cutting streaming records, selling out fashion items, and preparing for his post-military return to the stage. If there is one takeaway from this saga, it's that ARMY isn't just a fandom. They've become a digital shield. The moment news of the hacking broke earlier this year, fans mobilized. They flooded platforms with warnings, demanded accountability from HYBE, and ensured Jungkook's name stayed trending so the crime couldn't be swept under the rug. That same unity is visible now. On the day of the extradition, hashtags like Justice for Jungkook, Protect Jungkook, and HYBE accountability trended worldwide within hours. For criminals, the message is clear. If you come after BTS, you're not just facing the law, you're facing a fandom of millions who will never stay silent. This isn't the first time celebrities, especially K-pop idols, have been targeted by hackers. Over the past decade, incidents have ranged from stolen private photos to phishing scams and even attempts to breach entertainment company databases. But Jungkook's case stands apart because of its financial scale. This wasn't about embarrassing leaks or minor theft. This was about millions of dollars and corporate power. Some industry analysts now warn this could be a wake-up call for K-pop agencies across the board. Artists whose names and images fuel billion-dollar industries are becoming increasingly attractive to organized crime. And if Jungkook can be targeted, no one is untouchable.